Hey guys! So today I thought I'd do kind of a spring smoky eye, something a little different and taking like unexpected colors to make kind of a blossomy themed smoky eye, I guess. So this is the finished look, and I'm going to be using pinks and greens mostly. So I'll just pin my hair back because it's mostly to one side. Now I'm going to take, I already have Urban Decay Sin Primer Potion on, but I'm going to take my Color Tattoo by Maybelline in Inked Pink. Inked in Pink. And this is just the metallic-y pink that they came out with. That's going all over my lid. You can use a different green one over the outer if you wanted to, but I just used one because I don't really need the green to be any more vibrant than it already is. The whole point is kind of smoking it out. So now I can go in and I'm gonna take, there it is, my L'Oreal Infallible in Strawberry Blonde. So this is the really pretty shimmery pink. Any very shimmery pink will work. I'm going to use some Urban Decay Naked 3 too, and you can use like dust as a color, which is dirty because I used it with my blending thing, but that's dust right there. So it works too. Otherwise, I'm going to use Blackheart, which is this black with kind of the reddish pink sparkles in it. And I'm actually going to take that first because I found lately I've been blending it out before I put my base colors on, and it helps it really stick out. So I'm just going to use this to line my lower lashes. And the other side is what I'm using to blend. So I'm using just the brush that came with the Naked 3 palette for this part. I feel like these are really great for the dark shades because I don't have to dirty one of my brushes that I use constantly. And I'm wetting the brush to help with the fallout, but there will usually be some fallout. I tend to wait to do my face makeup after I do my eye makeup. But to speed things along in a tutorial, I usually have it done. So I'm just going to drag it up into a winged shape. And this will be blended out, obviously, but I'm bringing it kind of midway through my eye and then winging it out. And now I'm going to go in with the crease. So you can see I'm just literally drawing it in the crease. And then out towards that V again. And it doesn't have to be completely perfect because when you go in and blend, you're going to be adding color or taking away some of it and blending the lines. So I'm just going to go in and blend. I love the Naked 2 brush. This one works for blending. I mean, it's a flat brush, so I think it's intended more for eyeshadow, but the way it is on the corners or on the edge, you can really still get to use it for blending. It just seems like the other one was more precise and intended for the blending. And I'm just gonna make sure they're even. I definitely have a really good line with that one. So that's a Just Blackheart. Blah, blah. I feel like I can't talk today. That's Just Black House. So there we go. And now I can go in and I'm going to take that Strawberry Blonde shade, which is the shimmery pink again. And I'm going to take just a MAC 209, which is a really thinner brush. I think it's actually their lip liner, but I never use it for that. I'm going to use that on my lower lashes over that darker shade. Kind of in the inner third of my eye. Then once that's done, I can take my normal eyeshadow brush, which is a 213 from MAC, and I'm going to use that to pop the color on the inner third of my top lashes. Top lid. Gosh, see? You guys are going to be like, she doesn't know what she's saying today. Which I probably don't. I think it's just the caffeine hasn't kicked in yet. So, that's going to add that real shimmer and lighten the inner corner. And I think the pale pinks just make me think of spring, obviously. But the way that I'm pairing it with the green, I just love the look. Like, I tried it by chance, and I kind of was inspired by my shirt, which is kind of an olive green with a dusty mauve pink on it. And I love the shades together. Then I'm taking MAC, and this is in Gilded Envy, which is a really olivey green, but super shimmery. And I love shimmer colors. So I'm taking the same liner brush, and I'm just going to plop this from that inner third, kind of blending it with the pink, and then take it sort of out more. And that's just going to blend that green over the other shade. Now I can use my same eyeshadow brush and dab that on my outer third. And this blends with that blackheart so that it's kind of a darkened green on the outer part, and then in the wing is where the green stops. And it's blending with the pink towards the middle of the lid. Okay, I'm going to leave that for now and go in and do mascara. There's one coat on my lashes already. And today I just felt like wearing false lashes, so I do have those on my other lid, and I'll put them on my one I am doing. But I'm going to take L'Oreal Lash Out Butterfly in waterproof. And I'm going to use this just to help build up another coat. Alright. Now I'm going to let that dry and go on to cheeks real quick. And I'm using Maybelline's Master Glaze in Just Pinched Pink, just because it's a really easy neutrally pink. My lips are going to be the same kind of neutral pinks, so my eyes are going to be the main focus, but keeping with the pink theme like my eyes are. Where's my blush brush? Take the blush brush, and I'm just blending it in with that. You can blend it in with your fingers, but I just find this so much easier. And if there's any powder left on my brush, it doesn't really show up, but it also sets the kind of creamier finish. And then I'm going to take my Benefit Watts Up, which I love, and I'm going to use that to go on the places I highlight. So brow bone, above my temples, cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose a bit, and on my Cupid's bow. Now I'm taking Dior Amber Diamonds, and I'm going to use this on the bridge of my nose and my Cupid's bow on the little brush. And then I'm just going to use my bigger brush with Amber Diamonds to do the bigger spots of my face, which makes sense, right? Leaving my brow bone for now, because I'm going to use a different shade. So, just blending that out, and the cream really helps to set where I'm putting this. Plus, it's just higher highlight than just a plain powder or just a plain cream. See, this is why I'm so weird, because I have only had half a can of Diet Pepsi and no coffee, so this is the only caffeine I'm getting. And now I can go in, and I'm gonna curl my lashes again. I try to do kind of the base, then midway, and then the base again to help curl them, and it really seems to help. I'm going to use my Physicians Liquid Liner in Ultra Black to do a thin line and just a really modest flick at the end. This is kind of a softer take on a smoky eye, so I didn't want to do a really dramatic wing. But the lashes will highlight the fact that it gets thicker towards the end. And there we go. Now I can go in and do my gel liner, which I'm using L'Oreal Blackest Black Gel Liner. And this is by far my favorite gel liner I've ever tried. It's got the long-lasting ability that Bobbi Brown's had, but it's a softer texture like MAC's. I felt like MAC's was so soft though that it just transferred really easily and didn't have the staying power that this does. And the Maybelline and Bobbi Brown, I felt like dried out super fast. Okay. Where is my... Alright. So now I'm going to go in with NYX Milk. There's a lot of steps to this eye look, but it just really helps it look more defined in areas, and it, when you put effort into your eyes, it seems like you get payback tenfold. I mean, it's something that you can spend time on and you can really tell the difference. So I'm going to take Naked 3 again, and I'm going to take Strange, which is the light matte white color. It's like a pinkened white. I'm just going to use that on my inner corner to highlight. And then I'm going to take my blending brush again, highlighting brush, and I'm going to use that to go over that brow bone. And I've said this before, but I love using a matte shade on top of that, on top of the Watts Up for my brow bone, because it's sort of like the shimmer is underneath that matte top part, and so you can still see the shimmer, but it's not like ba-bam. And I'm just going to use some Revlon individual lashes, and I use 2 long, 2 medium, and 2 short. So these, and you can reuse these because these are being reused. So you might see that they've got some extra glue on the bottom, but as long as it's not so thick you see it on your lashes, you'll be fine. You just want to get these as close as possible to your natural lash line. So I'm doing that. And I really like the difference in shapes of these because I used to use Ardell all the time, but they just came with like a short or medium in a package. And this one with the long, medium, and short, I really like it because it seems to be easier to give your lashes the flare that you're looking to get. Though they're a pain in the booty to use because they take more effort than a single strip, in my opinion. You don't have to wait for the glue to dry as long, but and it's just playing with the positioning and getting it to where you want it. Okay, and now the mediums. And you definitely want to use the short kind of on the inner parts of your lashes, or else the really long ones look kind of ridiculous in my opinion. It just looks too much for a middle of your eye. Your lashes are naturally going to get kind of shorter. And I love the look of flared lashes. That's my favorite thing about lashes, is when they're flared out, more than the doll eyes that have like the longer lashes in the middle. Ah. Problem with reusing these is sometimes they're a little tackier, so they don't want to go off of your tweezers. Which is why I honestly hate doing this on videos. Because it's like my other eye went perfect. Just, you know, they sat where I wanted them. They totally worked fine. And then when I try to film, it's like, oh, but we don't want to go where you're trying to put us. There we go. And the very last one. So fingers crossed, this one decides to cooperate. Or it could not. It's a lot less precise if you use your fingers, but it works when you have to get those suckers on. Now I kind of let them sit because I'm going to apply lash, another coat of mascara. These have been used before, so you can tell they're much more coated in mascara than, say, this side I haven't actually coated in mascara yet. So, easy enough, but I'm going to take, and I'm just going to quickly do a thing of lip balm. And I'm going to do the Rocket Volume Express on my lower lashes. I really like to put mascara on the lower lashes, especially in a smoky eye, to help it frame. Kind of just makes the look complete. And I'm going to use Sweetie by MAC. It's a luster formula, so it's just a good pink. And then I'm going to use Rags to Riches. This is a permanent shade. This is just limited edition packaging, but it's the Dazzleglass. Going around my piercings is kind of funny. Okay. And I think other than mascara, that's everything. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to use mascara on my other eye just because I hadn't done that yet, which will make them look a lot more even, of course. If you have mascara on only one eye, it looks a little uneven. Okay. Now I can go in on the other eye. Erg. And you can futz with it. I'll probably do that a little bit more off camera because I don't want to bore you guys, but you just kind of drag through and make sure they're lined up where you want them. And then your eye look will be done then. Okay, it's done. I'm gonna just say it's done. It's close enough. And I'm gonna use my Urban Decay all-nighter spray to make it last. And this is the finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk at you all later.